My name's Grant Ottenstein. I am this year's recipient of the Joseph Ottenstein Award for the Jewish Social Service Agency.
The Joseph Ottenstein Award at JESA recognizes community leadership, community service, especially in the area of human services.
I want to keep JESA in the forefront. It's been in my DNA my whole life, and I'm trying to instill that in my children because of what it does and what it stands for.
The Ottenstein family has a long, multi-generational history of broad community service and specifically working closely with JESA. It started with Joseph Ottenstein, who was a president of JESA's board, and has continued to his son and now grandson Grant and great-grandson Joseph, who have all had involvement with us.
Joseph Ottenstein just lived his life and dedicated a lot of his life to supporting Israel and supporting causes, humanitarian causes.
I was 10 years old. It was 1967. We were at Washington Hebrew, and the rabbi got up and said, we've got to save her. They were talking about Israel. My grandfather was sitting on my right. He starts writing a check. My father is on my left. He starts writing a check. I had my very first paycheck from delivering newspapers, and how do I give this to Israel? And that was my first experience of giving of myself and giving of my time to help Israel. And that's my foundation for my giving.
Grant is a person with an enormous heart. He's got really boundless love for family, friends, and community. He's a doer, not a talker. He is a giver, not a taker.
Hey Siri, call Ray Wertheim.
He's the kind of person that if he's working on any project of any kind, whether it's raising money,
I'm sorry to push, but we're trying to get this done,
or providing wisdom to an organization, that he does it quietly in an unheralded type of way.
He works tirelessly to really introduce the agency to others in the community, to expand our donor base and supporters, to bring our services to those in need. He really leads by example.
I think he's really a living version of Lador Fedor, and I think he's trying very hard to set an example so that the next generation can carry on the torch the way he's been doing.
Ready? There's an old story that a rabbi once told me about charity. Life is like a frozen lake. And the further out you go in the lake, the thinner the ice gets. And the less shekels you have in your pocket, the further out in the lake you can go. So I've kind of lived by that rule, and I want my kids to see it too. And the community. It's what you have to do. You got to give it back.
It's kind of an unspoken bond in our family of how to do this and really where to be involved. And I think over time, my kids will hopefully gravitate towards this as I have my sisters have, to really learn how to grow with the community and give back.
And it's just always been a given. It's just like giving and giving back to the community is just fundamental to the family, and there's just kind of no questions asked. It's just always how it's been.
Even when we would do Thanksgiving feast, in the morning we would go volunteer.
To lead a good life, you give, you support, you do more than think of yourselves, and the real joy comes in helping others.
It'll be the fourth generation, and hopefully Arlo or Rosie will be able to carry the torch and make it 5 generations. So it's a beautiful thing. It makes me very happy inside. Arlo. JESA is very important to me. It's as in the statue where the hand is reaching out to help somebody up. That's what we do. We help people up.
They have been the most wonderful place for us. When you go through this difficult time, my dad has dementia, he's 100, and we have just total support. In every way, it feels like JESA is there to support the social service and emotional needs of our community.
It's all about making the world a better place. Tikkun Olam, leaving it, repairing the earth, repairing the world. That's what we do.
The individuals that have won this award, and I'm so honored for my father to be amongst those awardees, are really titans of the community. And I think the ability and using their wherewithal to give back, like my dad has, it's great for him to be amongst that company.
I don't know if I can put it into words. I can put it into tears, but not into words. I'm just totally humbled by the whole thing. I never in my wildest dreams expected this.